we are live. Is this episode what?
We're live.
7,
7 or 8?
8.
No, for real.
After the 7th one goes through, then we'll be at
This
8.
is 8.
All right, so this is episode 8. All right, we're good. All right, so today we have our guest here, Trevor. Nice
Thanks
to
for
meet you,
having me.
Trevor.
Thanks for having me, guys. I
Yeah,
appreciate
man. We met Trevor the other day at the life insurance office, right?
Yep.
He came from a different industry, selling health insurance, and then I just wanted to have him here just to give a little rundown of where you come from, what you did, and how the transition's going for you, my man. Introduce yourself first.
So again, my name is Trevor. I came from a health insurance background. I was doing health insurance for about a year and some change. It's different. It's very different doing life insurance now, even though we did it for about, I'd say, a month
Right.
at the old place.
Mm.
Transition wasn't too bad. Obviously, different pitches, different scripts, different products, and so on and so forth. But the grind's still the same thing. The money's better for sure. You get paid quicker. The environment's better at this office, especially working with you guys. It's
For sure.
it's a different
Ups
place
and
to
downs,
be.
right?
Yeah, ups and downs with everything for sure.
What's it called? What got you started in health insurance in the first place?
Oh
That was-
man! So what got me started was I was a blue collar worker for a few years before that. And I just noticed I was like, man, I'm working so hard doing hard labor and whatnot. And I was like, let me try an office job. So started going on Indeed, looking around, whatnot, and then a buddy of mine that I knew was doing health insurance at another company. So he's like, yo, try this. I was like, all right. So I went, got my license, and I was supposed to start at a company called US Health. The day I was supposed to go in for my first day, my mom, funny enough, ran into somebody at her office. They started talking or whatnot, said he does health as well. Got me an interview over at that place. I liked it more because there was more freedom. I didn't have to wear a suit and everything like that. And then started, man.
When you were
Started.
22, 23?
I was 23.
23.
23, yeah.
It's been a really great
When you
journey.
first
You're
started
24
out,
right now?
Yeah, I'm 24 now.
24, got it. When you first started out, did you right away get good at it, or did it take a while for you to kind of learn everything?
There's a learning curve for this business for sure. For me, it was I kind of hit the ground running. Like,
I feel the same way.
yeah, I
Yes,
made my first sale my second day on my own.
for sure.
Nice.
So
We can see it in you. For example, like I was the same way in
Yeah.
life insurance, just because they taught me as well. So they taught me
Yeah.
so much in life insurance. My first week was my second day, but my first week I made a sale. But it's not a lot of people that make that happen. You have to be a little bit different, and I can actually see that you are different.
Yeah.
Since the first day you came into the office, like ups and downs, whatever, like comes across our relationship in the office, like you come out like a little bit of like on top.
I appreciate
because
it.
like you like the way you talk, the way you approach people, the way you're on the phone,
Yeah.
the way you want to learn, the hours you put in. So that's how I saw you.
I appreciate
And
that.
I definitely, for sure, I knew you made a sale the second
Yeah.
day. And life
Yeah.
insurance too, right?
Yeah, actually, first day on the phone, it was my first call.
Yeah, and you
Closest
sold,
deal.
right?
Yeah.
So that's
Crazy,
great.
Yeah.
Have any questions for him right now or no?
So yeah, you picked off the ground running,
Yeah.
started off good, and then what do you think was the most difficult? Like, where was that first speed bump? What kind of
Oh man, first speed bump was, I would say, so I call this like you have a plateau, right?
Mhm.
And some people hit it in the third month, their 6 month, 9 or 12,
Yep.
right? And for the first, I'd say 6 to 7 months, I was really strong. I did my first million in business in my first 7 months.
Congrats, man.
Appreciate it. And then month 8 came, and I kind of took my foot off the gas a little bit.
Mhm.
You know, money started coming in. I was living a really good life and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, I was like, I can relax.
you got comfortable?
Yeah, I got comfortable, got complacent. Took, not days off, but like I'd leave a little bit early or whatever for about a week. And then the next week, I was like, oh, my money dropped a little bit.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, let me get back on the gas. When I got back on the gas, like I hit a wall.
You know what? That's happened to me in life insurance as well.
Yeah.
So you created so much momentum in the 7 months,
Yep.
and you broke your momentum.
Yep.
That's the same exact thing that happened to me in May.
Yeah.
I sold a shit ton of insurance, like a lot. I mean, my biggest paid out month, my second biggest because this month's.
This is a big month for you.
Yeah. So I mean, my biggest month in insurance, and I went to Brazil for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So, bro, my momentum completely was destroyed.
Has anyone told you why that is?
No.
So I found this out, right? So obviously you guys know how it goes. in the industry of insurance, no matter what type, you have a pipeline, right? You build your pipeline, whether it's like appointments for a week or two later or a month later or whatnot. When you take time off, your pipeline now becomes dry. So when you take one day off, you set yourself back 3 days.
Yeah.
Same thing with income. You know how we get paid. Sometimes it's, certain carriers, they pay you the day it gets issued or the day they pay their first premium. If a bunch of your policies are, or dated out and it's carriers that don't pay until premium is paid, your money's going to drop significantly until those pay periods come. So it's like you hit a wall. But also I feel like what hit a wall with me is you guys know how it goes. The industry is ever changing.
Right.
1 week, it could be a phenomenal week and one text message works consistently. But that following week, man, no one responds to that text.
Sure.
So it's a ever-changing industry, and that's what I feel like a lot of people get stuck with and why they hit walls. They don't realize how much you have to change with the industry as well. And I feel like that's what happened to me. I was using one text consistently, and it stopped working. I didn't change it. And then I looked back on it, and I was like, for the last month or two, my texts completely dropped. I wasn't getting any text to call conversions. I made a change, and I was like, oh. So I constantly have to change with the industry as well.
For sure, man. What's it called? What were some pros in life insurance and pros in health insurance and cons in both ways that you've seen a drastic difference? Like, for example, either money-wise or environment-wise or whatever, like learning-wise, whatever you think is pros or cons.
So I can really only speak for this company that I'm with you guys with now and the last company I was with.
Right.
Obviously, one was health, one was life. I'd say the pros to life for sure is it's less competitive. Everyone always asks me, is it an easier industry? Is it easier money? Is it less of a grind and whatnot? Realistically, it's not easier, but it's not as competitive. And when I say that, for health insurance, for example, you have people that go on websites looking for health insurance. So you may fill it out on one website. That information now gets sold to one lead vendor. That one lead vendor sells it to 5 people. Now, what happens is you may buy it, you may buy it, you may buy it, and I may buy it. But then someone like my old boss, for the 5th person, he has 150 writing reps. So it doesn't just get sold to 5; it gets sold to 154 because that lead is being spread around a whole agency. You get 3 agencies and 2 normal people like us. That person is getting blown up by 500 people for the next 30 days. So with life insurance, I'd say the one big pro, especially where the company that we're with, no lead is ever exclusive unless it's a referral or a client referral. But these people aren't getting blown up, man. Huge pro that I look at. Pro with health is our pay periods. Like, we got paid every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, but it took 2 weeks to pay out from the start date. So my pay periods on the 1st and the 15th of every month were huge. But I get paid more consistently now with life insurance.
After approval, a day or two, you get commission statement, you get paid out, right?
Oh, it's huge. And then another pro is like, yeah, we have fun at the office, we mess around and whatnot. But when it really comes down to it, like this month, for example, we got 4 more days, so Monday through Thursday, to put up as much business as we can because we're trying to hit our goal for the office, So we know the next 4 days next week, we have to sit and grind.
Right.
But at the last office, man, there was I had a lot of good mentors over there that taught me a lot about the business. But I'd say a con is there was too many people, man. There was no one-on-one trainings for stuff. Over here, it's, we're not huge yet. I think we will get there.
For sure.
But I think here we'll do it the right way. And that's a cool thing, too. Over there, they started with the 1860 crew where they all worked out of a big house and then they got an office. Over here, in the next 2-3 years, you guys all started when this place started. I came in a few months after, and it's only 5 or 6 of us right now in the office. We get to watch it grow.
Right.
We get to see
the potential of the growth.
Oh, yeah. We get to see it go from 6 people to 60 people.
For sure.
And I think that's a cool thing because now we can help the younger people or the newer people get to where we are while we're still growing ourselves.
sure.
It's like what Chuck said. We're the ground level.
Yeah, 100%. We're the foundation for it, man.
Dude, this is the lowest it's going to get.
Correct.
Like, it's I know all 4 of us are not leaving. We had Amanda, Nick, like other people in the office as well.
Yeah.
But this is the lowest we're going to get.
Yeah.
It's only going up from here. So imagine if we actually do our job and put the hours in and grind and share the opportunity to other people as well.
Yeah.
And they like what we see. They make money as well. They share, and we just continue growing. Like you said, 6 people, 10x people,
Yeah.
and we'll see a lot of growth.
What do you think's harder to sell?
Oh man.
Because I know, like, with health, it's like you kind of need health insurance, so it's easier to sell health insurance in a
I
way.
think it's life. It's easier.
Nah, it's the reverse actually,
Yeah.
brother.
You think
It's-
so?
Yeah, and I'll tell you why, right? So with health insurance, there's things in there that we're trained not to tell you about unless you ask. So for example, like co-insurance, max out of pocket. Sometimes we're told not to tell deductibles and stuff like that. Me personally, did I do it once in a while? Yeah, to make the sale, but over time, like I realized, like health insurance isn't a necessity. And the reason I say that is because if you go have $100,000 surgery, you can make a payment plan with the hospital. And if you don't pay it, nothing happens to you. It doesn't ding your credit, doesn't hurt you in any way, nothing like that.
Right.
Life insurance, the reason I think is more necessary is because you want to make sure you have kids, you have a spouse or whatnot, you want to leave something for them.
For sure.
You don't
Protected.
want them to struggle. Yeah, you want to have a peace of mind that when I'm gone, my kids don't have to stress about money and bills while they're trying to grieve me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's an easier sale. You don't hide anything with life insurance, but there's also multiple avenues of life. You know, mortgage protection. You have actual life insurance, the debt-free for life annuity. You have so many things with health insurance, man. It's just one thing.
Would you
And
say
also living benefits aspect.
Oh,
of
it's
it,
a
like
huge-
the death
it's a huge
insurance,
thing.
and while you are alive, you can still use the policy.
the first thing I learned, like when I got into the business, is you have to believe in the product in order to sell it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't believe in it, then it's like it's hard to sell something that you don't even believe
Correct.
in yourself. So like if you're talking about health insurance, you don't believe in it. Why do you think you did so good your first year?
So that was actually a point I was gonna bring up.
You know what I mean?
It's hard to say because I do believe that health insurance could be a great thing.
Mhm.
I do think so. But there's so many rules and stipulations, as with everything. If they kind of fine tune it and cut some of those things out, I think it would be better. But I think why I really excelled at it was I'm just a good salesman, you know, and I'm not trying to say that in a bragging type of way or anything, but you know, I hear it all the time from whether it's like, you know, family, friends, coworkers, you know, clients themselves. Like I've had a client tell me before, you can sell ice to Eskimos. And it's like, does it make me feel good? Yeah. But at the same time, when we're on the phone with clients, like you don't want to sound like a salesman. Like I don't sell health insurance. Everyone does it for the money, but I don't go out of my way to jack prices up to get paid more. I do it realistically because I want to help the family. You know, when I know that if my client calls me in 3 months and says, hey, I thank you so much for explaining why I needed this because now I can accelerate the death benefit and use it to pay bills, it just makes you feel good. You
For
know,
sure.
with health insurance, there's a lot of back end work. People call you, my doctor doesn't take it, it doesn't work, and then now you look like you scammed them and everything. Health insurance, man, it's not a scam itself, but I think it's not as necessary as life insurance for sure.
I had a question.
We're all looking at Danny. We're like, it's your turn, bro.
I guess I had a question. Let me remember what it was.
Yeah, remember it.
I have one.
I did
For your
forget
life
either,
insurance
yeah.
goals that you just
Yeah.
got here on the team, what
Yeah.
what are your, like, we have a couple of months left to the end of the year, and I know you grind a lot. You're there 7 in the morning till 10 at night.
Yeah.
First one there, last one to leave. We're changing that, though, because you guys are going to burn out soon. But what are your goals, man, in life insurance for this year or whatever?
That's crazy because that was my question.
Really?
I swear to God. I was gonna ask him what's the goals for this new year coming
Yeah.
up.
So, I guess I can touch on that on two answers, right? So to finish out this year. Now, we can break that down even more if you want to in terms of like income wise, you know, AP wise, and then like overall big picture goals if you want to do that.
So, like, for example, I'll give you my goals. My goal is to hit $100,000 in my pocket, deposited money in my pocket, and get at least a couple of people on my team, you know?
Yeah.
So a couple people. That's my goal financially.
Yeah.
What's yours?
I think income wise, I mean, I've done pretty well this year
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah.
I've done pretty well for myself at 24 this year. I'm over 6 figures right now. I would like to. I started beginning of August. So I'd like to go from August 1st of this year to December 31st income wise. I like another, 150, 200 grand in the account. That would be pretty nice.
Doable.
Definitely.
It is.
I think big picture goal, man. Same thing. I want to grow a team. I want to bring people on board, and I don't want to do it in terms of just bringing anybody. I want to bring people that want to do this, that want to help families, that want to excel and want to grow. Big picture, man, is to be Jared.
For sure. That's same exact thing
That's
for
big
me.
Picture.
One thing that I'm going to touch on that you just spoke about was you want to bring people like you, kind of, is what you said, right?
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing to find right now for
Definitely.
me is I want to bring people and show the opportunity to people that I think will do actually good because, bro, I've been wasting so much time talking to people that, like, listen, you're my boy. Like, we're really good friends, but, bro, like, if you don't want it, bro, you're not going to get it, dude.
Yeah.
You have to, like, be a go-getter.
And
like,
they just waste your time.
yeah, they
For
just waste
sure.
your time. So, like, I have a couple girls, like, I'm working on it, and I actually think they're good because they come from health insurance, just where you come
Yep.
from, and they want it, So, like, the way I try to build my team and build, and just share the opportunities that I really build
Yep.
is, one, I show my deposits that I get paid out.
Yep.
Like, it's like facts. I literally just show it to them.
Yeah.
Two is, like, bro, like, listen, I'm 21 years old. I suck at this business, bro. I've been in it for, like, 7-8 months.
Yeah.
You can make a shit ton more money. And plus, bro, girls, every single girl out there, is way better than guys in selling.
Guys
because-
want to talk to girls, and girls want to talk to girls.
Exactly.
They have a huge advantage.
So if you're good with people on the phone or in person, and you're a female, I think females can actually dominate this business.
Yeah.
Amanda Reese,
Yeah.
I think she kills it,
She's
bro.
a stud.
She's really good. Her tonality, the way she approaches, her voice, obviously, and she just kills it, bro. Sells
Yeah.
a shit ton of insurance.
Yeah.
So my goal is really to recruit people just like me.
Mhm.
But I feel like, dude, they would have wanted, bro. Like, they're
Yeah.
like too comfortable, man. Like, they live with their parents. Their parents give them cars. They have no bills. So it's really hard to find,
Yeah.
But I think in the next couple of years, they're gonna really see how life really hits them
Yeah.
to what's really about to happen, and they're gonna be like, "Yo, what the fuck's next
Yeah,
for my life?"
Telling you. I was
So-
talking to him about it. It's like
Yeah, we were.
I was like, you asked me how much I pay for my car and everything, and I was like, yeah, like I know it's a lot, but it's like also in a way like that bill being put on me made me work.
Yeah,
Being
for sure.
uncomfortable makes
Like,
you
I'm-
push limits.
If I didn't have the bills I have, which
you have a lot of bills.
do.
Yeah.
if I didn't have the bills I have, I for sure. I don't want to say I wouldn't work as hard. Just I do like what I do. I enjoy our job. And I don't even look at it as a job. It's a career.
For sure.
If I didn't have the bills that I have, is there a chance
You're
that
just
I didn't
comfortable.
push as
Yeah.
hard?
You're just gonna be more comfortable
for
because
sure.
at the end
That's
of
what
the,
I
at the
recommend.
end of the month, you're not gonna have nothing that you have to pay.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have enough money you have to pay at the end of the month.
Yeah.
If you, like, for example, Dave said, Mike, go get a Corvette, go get an Audi, like,
Yeah,
literally,
go
like, go
get
get
a
whatever,
Porsche,
go get a
yeah.
Porsche, get whatever car you want, because it's gonna motivate you to
It
make
does,
money
for
to
sure.
be able to pay for that car.
I
you know?
recommend anybody to do that. If you
Yeah.
don't have any bills and you have no motivation to do anything, go finance a car and get an $800 car payment, get any car you want, and then come and work with
Or
us. You
move-
know, like
move
Get a
out.
credit card and max it out.
Max it out.
Yeah. I
Send
mean,
the referral.
you
I'm
could move out, like
Move out.
and that's
telling you.
so to kind of touch on what you were talking about of bringing people in, right? You said something that was very it stood out a lot, and that was you keep talking to people that it's almost like you have to sell them on the idea of wanting to come do this, right? I just brought EJ in.
Mhm.
I actually worked with him at my last place. I don't do the whole thing of trying to sell them the idea of coming to work where we are now. It's more of, like you said, I let my deposits, but more importantly, I let our environment and the products and what we do on a day-to-day basis speak for itself.
Yeah.
So EJ didn't want to come in the beginning. He made his mind to stay where he was at because he talked to somebody at the place where he was, and they convinced him to stay. And he reached out to me and he was like, this person told me so and so, like, what do you think? And my answer was simple to him. Man, I just want what's best for you. If you think that is staying where you're at, by all means do it.
Yeah.
But if you want to take an opportunity to possibly make more money and be happier and have more time to do what you want to do, this is the place to be.
One thing I got off that was when I try to recruit, man, and not even I hate the word recruit because I'm not
Right.
recruiting. All I try to do is share the opportunity.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, bro, everyone wants to make more money that they're actually currently making. Correct?
Yeah. 100%.
Everyone wants to make more money. So they listen. If I can do it, we grew up like all my people that I grew up with. We all grew up together. We all know each other. Everyone knows who I am, where I come from. Listen, if I could do it, if I could make X amount of dollars a month, why can't you? Do you want to do it? Okay, perfect. This is the process, and then they have to get licensed. Blah 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 blah, and they just don't do it. So
So-
like, listen, it's I try to like, see how many people do I have to talk to convert them into one.
So
on
if
my
you
team, you
if
know?
you really think about it, the way of again, I'm with you. I don't like saying the word recruiting, right? It's I want to give the opportunity that was given to me.
Exactly.
That's how I look at it. And the biggest thing is those people that you tell them the steps and hey, I'll help you through the steps, but ultimately you have to make the decision to do it.
Mm-hmm.
If I notice that by step 2 they don't want to do step 3, 4, and 5, that's not the person for me
For
to bring
sure.
in. And that's the thing. Like you have to want to do it.
Just like your brother, man. Your brother would kill it in this industry
I believe so too.
because like he's relatable. He's really good with people. He's outgoing. He's not embarrassed. Not shy, and he's good on the phones. Like he's good
Yeah.
at selling. He's a
Yeah.
good salesman.
Yeah.
But like, bro, like Daniel's done everything for him. He's paid for his course. He's paid to do this, paid to do that, whatever it may be.
Getting
It's
him
his
is-
brother, you know. Like he
Yeah.
got everything done for him. But like, bro, you can only do so much. You can cook the food, put it in the like on a spoon, put it to the mouth, put it in his mouth actually, but you can't make him swallow the
Correct.
food, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what I feel like. What am I missing like on sharing the opportunity to convert
Well-
these people into making the same amount of money I'm making or even more?
I
Yeah.
feel like you can also ask yourself that question. Like with you, when you first came
Yeah.
to the office, I know, like your first day, I remember it's before we had the cubes and everything. I remember, like that wasn't like you were gonna stay there. You were just checking it out, correct?
Yeah, for
okay.
sure.
So what do you think? You went from making
Good money.
good money. I'm not gonna say exactly what you were making per month, but I'm just saying you went from making that amount of money to coming into this office. And what do you think? Was it the environment? Was it like what changed?
Potential?
What made you think and be like, wait, I might take 2-3 months where I'm not going to be making the exact same money because I'm getting used to the new business.
Yeah.
But like, what made you take the risk? Because I feel like that might give you a better idea on
I
what.
feel like you're a risk taker.
So it's a few things, and you are right. Me personally, like everyone, you've heard people say all the time, it's the fear of the unknown. That's why people don't take it. But there's a few reasons why. Number one is you look at every successful businessman, every successful entrepreneur. They always say it. I've done 4, 5, 6, 7 business deals, and they all failed. But
Yeah.
that
Need
9th or
one.
10th time, I just need one, and they succeed on the last one or whatever it may be. So I don't like to close doors that I haven't walked through yet to see the opportunity. But
I like that.
what really drove me to stay was a few things. Number one, the amount of time you guys have, free. I was working 7 days a week
Yeah,
from
bro.
7 in the morning
Remember
till
what Jared
11
told you the
o'clock.
other day
Yeah.
about like, for example, like you were working 7 days a week,
Yeah.
a shit ton of hours, but bro, like people don't want to make $100,000 work 7 days a week,
Right,
like
Yeah,
10
we
hours
spoke
a day.
about that.
People want to work 3-4 days a week,
right.
and be able to like use their money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
100%.
like be free, and you're gonna get burned out. So like in this business, you can, bro.
100%.
You can make 10, whatever amount of dollars per month, in a day,
Yeah,
in 2 days.
for sure.
You know what I mean? When Daniel's had I'm gonna say it. You in 2 days, bro. In 3 days, you've submitted $15,996.
For sure.
That's
16K to
crazy.
round it up.
That's crazy. It's actually bizarre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and he's only 20 years old. And if he could do it, why can't we?
100%.
Or why can't they?
100%.
You know what I mean?
And it's also like, again, like you were saying, what really drove me to stay was those things. But also like, I had the opportunity to come in and check out the place, right? It wasn't just the
And we
environment.
didn't have the cubes yet.
No. It wasn't the environment itself. It was, I'm a long-term type of person. I look at things for the big picture and the long-term play. So when I hear that I can eventually become a builder and open my own agency and then, be like Chuck and help people be where I was and get them to where I am. And then my goal is for them to surpass me the way Chuck did with Dave. That's the whole goal.
Yeah.
It's if I brought you in and you were on my team and under me, right? My whole goal is to get you to where I'm at
Or more.
and then surpass me. Not even or, then surpass me. I want you guys to do better than I do. And you guys asked me before why I still take care of my guys at my last place is because there may be a chance where they follow me over here, right? And I don't do it to say, hey, come follow me over here. But I left you guys when I brought you in over there. The least I could do is still take care of you while you're over there.
Yeah.
Right.
At least for the meantime until you guys get somebody else to take you guys over. And that's the whole thing. Bring your people in, those girls. Bring them in. They don't even have to be licensed yet. Just bring them in.
I know.
Let them see
Like, my
what we
boy's not
do.
even licensed yet.
Right.
And I just,
You know, bring them in. Let them see the environment. Let them meet everybody and so on. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and from there, it'll grow, man. People will want to do it.
For sure.
And if they don't, that's okay. What you should do is wish them well, and whatever they want to do, just hope them the best.
right.
Because eventually they'll see that this is the best opportunity, possibly, and they'll come back. And that's all you can do.
For sure, man. For sure. You have
Yeah.
any other questions, Mike or Danny?
no, not really. I mean, I feel like with our old office, the new office that we're in, it's so much easier to bring people into because like the kid that I brought in, CJ, you know, the first thing he told me when I called him that night, the first day he came, he was like, the thing that I noticed is like all you guys are friends, like even with like your manager and everything. Like he's like, I was expecting to go into an office and like I couldn't go on my phone, or like I couldn't do this or I couldn't do that. And he's like, I walked in there and like everybody said what's up and like everything was
Right.
chill and it like
Playing with a ball.
yeah,
and
playing
shit.
with he was like, you're playing with the basketball while you're making calls, and I was like, yeah, dude, you know. And I just feel like that's what shows out to a lot of
For
people
sure.
also, because you know.
But this is only all possible because of him, because he came into the business and changed everything. Like, for example, I was making good money before, but I can make a lot. I gotta stop saying that.
I know. I was gonna say.
yeah,
it,
I'm
bro.
stopping S word. Sorry, guys. What's it called? You allow us to make so much more money because you can get, like you told me, you can call so many more people in the amount of hours you work a day.
Yeah.
When you're outside on the field, you have to drive. You can't call. You have to sit and no showed. So when you're in the office, you can reach far more people, close far more deals, and
Yeah.
make a lot more money. So it's because of you that we're able to show people the opportunity, like how we work now.
And it's just
and
the
before.
tip of the iceberg. And what I mean by that is you guys got to think about this. You guys right now are only calling Florida.
Right.
Think about what happens when you call 30 other states
Yeah.
and the amount of people you reach over there that don't get called.
Yeah.
Unlimited.
So it's crazy.
And we get different people too. Like
Oh,
I was calling Georgia
100%.
today, and I'm like, why is everybody so nice to me
Oh,
on the
yeah.
phone right now?
That's the thing. And different states have different prices.
Yeah.
Like Tennessee, for example, is a super cheap state.
Really?
Super cheap state. And these people over there, some of them have money. And they're willing to buy a $500,000 policy for $180. Like, it's nothing to
Yeah.
them because everything is so cheap.
Yeah.
But, like, when you think about it, we just, like you said, when I came in a month ago, we really just revamped everything. We just
Right.
started virtual and
Right.
telesales, right? It's the tip of the iceberg. Like, there's so much more that even I have to learn, that Chuck has to learn. Like, it's just a different environment.
Yeah,
And the
like
cool
follow
thing,
up boss.
yeah, 100%. And that's the cool thing is, like, we get to grow while the whole office grows. We get to help mold it, like we did with the script.
Right.
We just did a brand new script. This is our third script in the last month because everything is changing. We're learning new things.
Adapting, right?
man.
Yeah,
That's-
100%.
That's why I'm excited, man, because, you know, the fact that is that we just started doing this for, like,
Yeah.
2 months now, maybe if even a month
No,
now.
1 month, bro. He's
Yeah,
been here
1 month.
August
Exactly.
August 8th is when I got.
He lost track
Yeah.
of time.
Started.
Exactly.
Daniel.
Proves my point even more. Like, we've only been doing this for a month now, and it's going good already.
Yeah.
So the plans for the future are looking.
And you know what
Big.
I love hearing that from Danny is
Mhm.
because I think it was about a week ago you were having like a few days where you were struggling and you were
Yeah.
like, man, I'm thinking about going back in the field.
'Cause I was good at it.
And 100%. And now look at you, almost 16. I'm just gonna say 16K on the board
Around
for the
there.
week.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell people. Chuck was telling me the other day, he's like, you got to submit business, like, because I was only at like 2K yesterday. I'm at like
Six.
6 or 7 or
Yeah.
something right now. And 1-2 calls can change your week or it can change your month.
Yeah.
And
For
that's the thing. So
sure,
I don't
bro.
ever worry about it.
You have no idea
The-
how that's the biggest, truest
There's
statement
times
that's-
where like there's some times where I'll think like when we were in the field, like I'll be like, oh, like what? It's so close to the end of the night, or if I'm in Orlando or something, and I didn't make a sale like one of the days, and then I have 2 appointments left. I'm trying to think. I'm like, damn, like I didn't make a sale. If I don't make a sale this week, it's gonna be like this, and it's gonna suck. And then I go to the appointment, I make the sale.
Yeah,
You
and
know
then
what I
on
mean?
top
And
of
it's
that,
like-
in the meantime, like you're getting in your own mind, and no one really understands this. Maybe you guys do because you're in the business. No one understands how big positivity and mental attitude changes
For
the
sure.
game for you.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
didn't believe in it at first, and I noticed I was just positive throughout the day. Game changer,
For sure, man.
huge game changer.
And an environment, man. Like for example, like if you have the wrong people around you, I think it attracts like bad stuff. Like
Oh,
for
for
example,
sure.
like
Yeah, of course.
I don't want to put
negative
no one on
energy.
blast, but you know what I'm talking about. It just changes like the environment. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Like it kind of brings you down, bro. You know, you guys know, whatever.
course, yeah.
But
Yeah.
it just kind of brings you down, bro. You know, like that's why I was trying to push him. Like, come on, bro, let's go.
Yeah.
But you can only want so much for someone, like,
Yeah.
bro. Like if they don't ask questions, if they don't figure it out themselves, you
Yeah.
can't do it for them, bro. You can't. We're not a
Yeah.
baby, bro. We're all 20 and up.
yeah,
Like we all are grown enough to make money.
Yeah.
But Trevor, it was a pleasure having you
I
on, man. We're
appreciate
on
you
for
guys
about like
having
30
me.
minutes. It's really good to have you on our team now. You're going crazy, man. It's just the beginning. You're teaching us a lot of things. This is the beginning of the future. We're all 21. You're 24. You're the oldest one now. Now you're the old head. I was the old head.
I
before.
know. Yeah, I know. We all mess around with each other, but I love you, bro.
Nah, I love
Yeah,
you
we
guys
all,
too,
we
bro.
all, bro. It's a
Excited
team.
for
We're
the
a
future,
team.
man.
We're
Yeah,
a
for
team,
sure.
and I think, bro, next year we can all get paid out 200. Well, you're already doing that. $250,000 plus in our bank account, but that's for next year. It's just a learning process. I want you to know that you have us for whatever,
I appreciate that.
whatever you want. Like if you need help with anything, bro, you should not be embarrassed or shy or like, bro, like we're a team, bro. Like yeah, like you said, we mess around a lot, bro. But when it comes to business, bro, I know I'm talking about myself. I'm gonna give you the best advice that I think is correct.
sure.
Vice versa.
You know,
For sure,
and vice
100%.
versa. Like for example, like Mike's a clown, but I know at the end of the day, like,
You're a huge
when
troll.
when I go, Mike, listen, bro, I need you, bro. Like
Yeah.
stop messing around. Like I need your help.
Yeah,
He's gonna sit me down like Jonathan. This is what we need to do. How do you do it?
for sure.
So, bro, it's you got our.
Nah,
you're,
same
you're,
thing.
you're with
Same
us,
thing
bro.
for me, bro. Same thing. Like, I know when it comes to the life game, you guys have more. But anything that I can help you with,
It's just
like,
experience.
you
bro.
guys
You have more
come to
experience.
me.
You're way more experienced than us in this business than we are because you come from health insurance. You're in
Yeah.
the industry longer than us. So of course we're gonna have like Trevor. If we got this rebuttal and this attitude, how would you deal with it?
For sure.
Like for example, you on the phone you're great,
I
bro.
appreciate that.
Your tonality changes like from 100 to 0 really, really
Yeah.
quick. And you, every single time I hear you on the phone, bro, I feel like you're gonna close. Because like if I was on the phone with you, you'd close me, bro. And
I
that's how I'm
appreciate
trying to
that.
be, you know?
Yeah.
Because we're all gonna kill it, and we gotta all bring each other up, bro.
Yeah, for
'Cause
sure.
If we're all talking down at each other and like trying to just beat each other, friendly competition is so great.
Yeah,
I love,
100%.
like I love kicking your ass. I love when you kick my ass. And,
I
I'm
love
ser-
when you kick my
I'm
ass.
serious, bro. Like it's good. It motivates. Like, bro, I can't lose
Yeah.
to Trevor, Mike, and Daniel, bro. Like, come on, like, I'm the best one here. And everyone has to think they're the best, but you have to think you're the best. You have to think you're the best. Vice
For
versa.
sure,
So
100%.
it's only up for here, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's a pleasure. You want to wrap it up? You can say whatever you want.
I appreciate you guys having me, man.
course, man.
It's exciting to watch you guys, especially being fresh into the business and seeing where we can take this thing. And I think we're gonna close out this year strong.
For
But
sure.
I think next year we're probably gonna
Shoot
easily
stars.
10x what we did
For
this
sure,
year,
sure.
100%.
For sure, that's the
And
goal.
No
I'm
doubt.
excited to see what happens, guys. I really
Me
am.
too, man.
I'm excited.
Chubby pockets.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the name of the